In this video, we will learn about recent Report Builder enhancement in Adin. For the demonstration purpose, I'll be using the Adin web portal. Let's get started. Log in using your admin credential to Adin web portal. Click on the reporting and click on the Report Builder. The first enhancement that we have made is now you can report the Islamic studies subject on the same report template. And to do so, you just click on Edit the template, scroll down, and click on the additional subject mappings and map the desired Islamic subjects that you would like to report on the same report card. We have also added the report release date. The default date can now be updated within the template. This will reduce the manual date update per report card. And for flexibility, teachers and admin can still override them. However, by default, this date will appear on the report card. So if you're working on towards the report 1, usually that is released in February end or March, the beginning of the March. So I'm setting up the 1st March as my report release date. When you're working towards the report 2, then you will be setting this date to June or July sometime. And same goes every year you'll be updating this date in order for it to appear on the report card automatically for the teachers. Also, the report terms mapping is now directly on the report template. Teachers do not need to select the terms while building the reports manually. They will be pre-selected as set up by the admin. Here we are going to map the progress report, the term 1 and term 2, or report 1 and report 2 terms respectively for the grade 1 to 6 provincial report card. You will update this on a yearly basis. This settings the report release date. You will update by per term, and the term mapping you will do once every year. Once you're done, click on save. Let's review the changes that we have made. Click on select, and you notice the terms are pre-populated for you. Earlier you had to select them manually. Just select the class in a class section and click start. Your dates and the data will be accurately populated. However, in my case, if I had the previously saved data, I can refresh them by using the newly introduced refresh button per section. So in the top, I have this refresh button now, which will refresh the date from the report date mapping as well as all the other relevant school and student related data up to date from the system. Also, we have introduced the regenerate button per subject now. This will recalculate and replace the grade, marks, and median for this subject only using the academic activities captured via Adin. All other settings such as comments and checkboxes for this subject will remain intact. When you click on this regenerate or refresh button here per subject, it will wipe any direct entries of grades, marks, and medians for this subject only. And up until you don't click on save, those data is still intact, so you can revert back to that by clicking on the refresh. Scrolling further, I don't have the Islamic studies subject appearing on the report card here since I modified the report after I had originally produced it. So to get those newly mapped Islamic studies subjects on the report card, If they don't appear for you, you can simply click on the refresh modified subject, and the subjects will be brought over into the report card for your marking. Everything applies same way. This refresh button or regenerate button per subject, use it only if you're marking the academic activities within Addeen and you want the grade to be automatically calculated. If you're not marking the academic activities in the Addeen, just don't use this button. Simply enter your grades directly on the report card and click on save. Additionally, we have also linked the generate to the navigation button here. Earlier, you had to click on generate every single time, irrespective of the navigation, to produce or to bring the last saved version of the report on screen. Now, every time you click next or previous, the report will be automatically populated on screen for you from the last saved version. As a security measure, we have also introduced the new feature which will not allow the teachers to uh, inadvertently modify the subjects that they are not tagged to. So I'm logged in as a teacher now and going to the reports, report builder, and click on select here on grade 1 to 6 report card. And scrolling further down, and you can notice the language is grayed out for me, and native language and mathematics is grayed out for me. The only subject that I'm allowed to modify is the French, which is what I'm tagged to. So if teachers who are not tagged to the subjects, for them, the relevant subject, they can see the data, the grades that the teacher has allocated, the relevant teacher has allocated, as well as the comments, however, cannot modify them. The report select button will be grayed out on the report builder screen if a teacher is not tagged to at least one subject. And I'll demonstrate how you can tag a teacher to the subject for a specific grade momentarily. I'm going to select the grade 1 to 6 report card again. We have also introduced a report preview for teachers. Upon clicking on the report preview, a new pop-up will appear for the teachers. This pop-up will show teachers about the report's readiness status, as well as they can also click on download each individual report card to review them. Teacher can also click on download all, and it will be a zip file that they will have to unzip a report that they have built. The distribution status most likely should be for an undistributed report will be in a ready or not ready state. Teachers can also validate if the parents' emails are either missing or showing in a red, which means that the parents haven't validated their email address. That validation link usually gets generated when the accounts are created by the administrator. And that link expires in 3 days. If the parent wants to revalidate their email address, they can do so by clicking on the profile and You can click on this link here and then click on verify by putting the right email address. And another feature that we introduce is teachers can now validate their own signatures on the report card. Previously, signatures on the report card were not visible to teachers. We have made it so that teachers can verify and save the report cards with their own signatures correctly. I'm going to log out now and log in as the admin again. In order for administrator to tag teacher to the subject, click on Madrasah/School, go to admin portal and click on the subject. Select the subject that you would like the teacher to be tagged to. Edit and ensure the teacher's name is selected here for that grade, that subject, and click on save. Now the admin administrator can validate all the PDFs at once and then distribute them via PDF with a single click. To do so, once the reports are all validated, admin can produce the report the way I'm producing right now and click on the email button, and all of the report status must be set to green in order for administrator to distribute them via PDF. When they are green, the admin should be able to see the PDF, and this download button active means the PDFs were produced. Every single time a save button is clicked, an action has been initiated in the background which generates the PDF and stores the PDF on the server, on a Dean server. So if any information that was noticed incorrect in the previous PDF and you want to modify that, you can simply change that and click on save. The moment the information is changed and clicked on save, the new PDF will be generated overriding the old one. So to correct any small issues, make sure you validate or correct them on the report or on the actual student or teachers or parents record, and then come here, press on the refresh button to get the latest information from the database, and then click on save, which will initiate the new PDF build. To distribute the report cards via email, click on the email, select all of the report cards, and add your organization CC mailbox, for example, info@ca. This is the CC mailbox where all of these distributed copies will be parked for your historical records. This is a digital copy that you can have as part of your OSR. Even if the parent's email is unverified, you can check this box on, and this parent will still receive an email even though it's not verified. However, it's a best practice to have the email verified. That way we know it's reaching to the right audience. You can also click on notify parents on a Gene app via push notification as well, which will send a push notification upon the report distribution that the reports are now out for parents review. When producing the report card, If you notice the missing terms mapping, please contact your administrator alert. All administrator has to do is edit the report template by clicking on the pen button and populate the terms and click on save, and that error is gone. I hope this was informative for you.